Hello everyone, welcome back. Here I am as I promised with the part 2 of the video. What are the things you must know before coming to the UK for a long-term stay? Okay, these are the topics we are going to discuss today. How to open a bank account for the first time, occupational health check, how to register with your local council, how to register with your GP, and what to do if you fall ill in the initial days. What are the things you can bring from home? Before starting this video, if you haven't watched the first part of this video, we discussed number 1 to number 7 from this list. Here is the link for that video, and straight after this, make sure you are going and watching that one so that you are not missing important bits. Okay, opening a bank account. Banking system here is a little bit different to that of Sri Lanka. You might find it difficult to navigate through the switchboard when you make a call to the bank, and also sometimes you may not be able to just walk into the bank and open an account like we used to do in Sri Lanka. Most of the banks here require you to pre-book an appointment. This can be done online or over the phone. There is a recent interest in online banking or mobile banking systems. However, still the vast majority comprised of physical banks. Interestingly, there are few online-only banks also functioning in the UK. There are many UK banks, international banks, and building societies for you to choose to open your account. I have opened my account in Nationwide Building Society, which is a building society, and my husband's bank account is in Lloyds Bank, which is a UK-based bank. And also I have many friends who have their accounts in HSBC, which is an international bank. So what are the documents required for you to open a bank account? Your address proof and your photo ID. These are the minimum requirements. Sometimes you may need to provide a reference letter from your employer or your university, but this is not a must. For the address proof, you can use your tenancy agreement, your council tax bill, or letter from your GP, and literally any other letter with your name and your address in it. You can use your passport or your BRP as the photo ID. Opening a bank account early is important because here all the payments are made through a bank. Handling cash is becoming very rare. Here, the account you use for day-to-day transaction is known as current account as opposed to the Sri Lankan savings account. Apart from that, I thought to mention about ATMs. Here, ATMs take almost all the cards like Visa, Amex, MasterCard, and international cards. So if your local credit or debit card is an international one, you can use it in any ATM here. And also if it is a contactless card, you can pretty much use that card here. Next is occupational health check. Every employer here is bound to ensure the occupational health of their employee. So every one of you will have an occupational health check. For many of you, it can be a seamless process like just filling up a questionnaire or ticking some boxes. However, the reason I thought to mention about occupational health check here is that if you are coming as a healthcare worker, maybe a doctor, nurse or healthcare assistant, you need a proper occupational health check before you will be able to, in direct contact with patients. So you will be asked about your immunization status, your, like your hepatitis B vaccine, your chickenpox, your MMR vaccine, etc. Not only that, once you are here in the UK, you will be asked to make an appointment with your occupational health department to run a blood test to see if you are immune to these basic illnesses. After this appointment with your occupational health department and the blood test results, you may be signed off as you are able to start work, or depending on your immunity status, you may be offered some vaccines. It can take a few weeks until you sign off from your occupational health check. Usually this blood test can take 2 weeks time to come back, and also if you are offered a vaccine, it can take even longer. So that is the reason I thought to mention this here. If you are a healthcare worker and require an occupational health appointment, make sure you do this appointment as soon as possible once you land into the UK, so that your working start date is not get delayed. You know that unless you start working, you won't get paid. Okay, next is registering with your local council. It is important to register with the council soon after you move to your house. This is mostly done by submitting a form online. So better to go your local council website and find out the registration process. Because if you don't make an appointment and just go to the council, you might not be able to do this registering process during that day. So always make an appointment before you go there. Many of you may not know what is the local council and what is the duty of the local council. So I thought it is good to tell a little bit about the council here. It is the local authority, similar to the urban council in Sri Lanka. The councillor here is elected by an independent election, and they are basically responsible for making the area a better place for people to live. The council regulates many things, like school admissions, waste collections, city planning, and also many other things like providing sports facilities, providing car parking facilities, and also kids parking areas, playgrounds, and things like that. Okay, I will give you a few examples just to know what is the what is the importance of your council. Once you come to the UK, if you are moved into your house, you need to know what is the day of your domestic waste collection. So you can simply go to your council website and find all the information relevant to domestic waste collection there. Or maybe if you want to put your kid into school, and this school admission process also done through the council. All the applications are submitted through the council, and also you can find many information related to school admission in the council and council website. You need to pay council tax, and this is calculated from the time you rented out your property till you leave the property. I thought it's good to mention here that you have right to vote once you are here in the UK in any type of visa. So you can go to the government.uk website and register for voting. Next is registering with your GP. Registering with your nearest GP is also very important. Healthcare system here is very different to that of Sri Lanka. You do not find private practices everywhere like in Sri Lanka. There are few private practices and private hospitals, but again these are very, very expensive. For each and every health related problem, your first contact is your GP. In order to register with your GP, you can simply Google which GP surgery is the nearest to your house and just walk in there to get an application form. Or maybe in their website, sometimes you can find the application form. When you register, give all your health information correctly, and according to this health information, you will be registered straight away, or you will get an initial appointment to meet your GP, and then you will get registered. Your child's immunization also done via the GP practice, so make sure you give all the information related to child's previous vaccines when you register with your GP. Okay, next we are going to discuss what to do if you fall ill during this initial period. This is very important to know if you are, especially if you are coming with kids, because we all panic when our kids get ill, aren't we? For common illnesses such as viral fever, common cold, cough, etc., you will not be straight away treated like in Sri Lanka. Usual advice is to wait at home and observe for 3 days, and if the illness is not getting better, then you can make an appointment and go to your GP. Mostly self-help methods and home remedies are advised for common viral illnesses here, and we personally think this is a very good practice indeed. I will mention few steps you can take in an illness, because you might get confused and you might find it difficult to adapt initially. Before mentioning these things, please know that I am a doctor working here in the UK, and also I am training to become a general practitioner, and also I have gone through the guidelines. So based on the basic guidelines, I am mentioning these basic things you should know. Okay, number 1, if the illness is very mild viral type of illness like common cold, cough, or maybe fever, you can simply go to your NHS website and type your symptom. In the website, in Google, basically, if you type your symptom and then NHS website, everything will come up, and you can just read it and get information, and you can also find out what you have to do in that particular illness. So There is also another website called Healthier Together. This is also very good for kids' illnesses, and for milder forms of illness, these websites can help you and you can know what to do at home. Okay, if the illness is a little bit worrying, or if it has not settled for last 3 days at home, you can call your GP and get an appointment and then go and get it checked. Or if you find it difficult to get an appointment from the GP, because sometimes GP surgeries are very busy and it is very difficult to find an appointment, in some places especially, then you can easily fill out an e-consultation form. This is an online form from your GP practice. You can find out how to do an e-consultation form, and once you fill that one, within 48 hours you will get a response. This can be an advice or an appointment. The GP surgeries here are closed during the weekends and on public holidays. So next I am going to talk about NHS 111 service, which can be helpful when the GP practice is closed. This 111 or 111 service is a very good service and can be helpful in any health related issues. You can dial 111 and discuss about your illness or your child's illness, and if you need an advice, they will over the phone advise you, or if you need an appointment, they will book an appointment and let you know where to go, when and where to go. Next is nearest hospital emergency department or A&E. This is called A&E or ED, and say if you or your family member is having a serious illness, you can't wait till you go to the GP, or you can't wait till you get advice from NHS 111 service. Then you can rush to your hospital emergency department. You will be seen straight away. Or if the illness is very much serious and you can't even wait until you go to the hospital, you can simply call the emergency ambulance service, which is number for the ambulance service is 999. You can call the ambulance, and then the paramedics will take care of the things from thereafter. Usually GP practices are closed after 5 p.m. and out of our GP services they are in the hospital. So during the evening hours when the GP surgery is closed, and during weekends and public holidays, NHS 111 service and emergency department are the places to go for. Okay, last but not least, what are the things you can bring from home when you come? The reason I thought to touch upon this at last, because this can be highly variable from person to person and there is no hard and fast rule. But from our opinion, things you must bring are appropriate clothing and shoes, especially if you are coming during the winter season. From December to March it is cold, so you should be ready with appropriate clothing and shoes, at least until you come and settle here. Next thing I should mention is your essential documents and essential medications. For the documents like your birth certificate, your school leaving certificate, your advanced level certificate and things like that. And also if you have kids and they have been vaccinated in Sri Lanka, the immunization report, the booklet or the card, better to bring that one here. Then the things will be very easy when you register with your GP. So medication wise, if you are using any regular medication such as an inhaler, or if you are on regular antibiotics, it is better to bring these for few weeks use until you are able to get a regular prescription from your GP. Also bring some sort of evidence from your doctor regarding your long-term illness. It's easy for you to provide that to your GP and get your regular prescriptions done. If you are willing to eat very Asian or very Sri Lankan type of food, don't worry, you can purchase almost all the spices and other ingredients here. Even there are shops selling our kind of vegetables in some areas of the country. But you may need to bring things like string hopper maker, steamer, pit maker, things like that. These items also can be found in shops or online, but it's not very easy, or you might find it very expensive compared to Sri Lanka. So if you think you should bring these, that is something to consider. Okay, this is the end of this video, and thank you so much for staying till the end. and also share your experience and let us know how this video helped you in relocating to the UK. Well, press that like button if you like the video and subscribe for to watch more videos like this, and also share with your friends if you think it's worth sharing. I will see you with another interesting topic soon.